Right, got another battle here, and I think this one is against a bloke called what, like jac5al, or yeah, jac5al. Had to put the 5 instead of the S because he's all trendy. Right, I have no recollection of this battle in the slightest, so this should be a laugh, although I remember some of it. It's sort of coming back to me in sort of hazy periods, like I've been really drunk and I've just woken up to remember half my night and missing the other half. So, this should be just as good as my last narration. This is the problem with doing like 20 battles, having them all stocked up and then never narrating them. Anyway, he's leading off with his Pharaoh, I'm leading off with my Bronzong, as I do, because I want my Trick Room, my Stealth Rocks, my Light Screen if I need it, and I can gyro ball things if I've got my Trick Room up. So, yeah, you know the point by now. He's gonna set up a layer of spikes, because that's what Pharaohs always do, because they're cunts and I hate them. It's a variation on some form of entry hazard. That's what they always have without fail, unless it's a really funny sweeper set. Anyway, after setting up his layer of spikes, I'm going to go into Embor, and I'm not making the mistake of setting up Trick Room and then going into Embor and being slower, because now I'm in there and I'm quicker. However, he Leech Seeds me, which I'm not happy with, because I have tons of HP. So I'm going to switch out, predicting him to predict Flare Blitz, so he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into Starmie, and now I'm back into Bronzong, and I could have head smashed and probably killed the Starmie, but oh well. He's going to Rapid Spin. I guess he doesn't want to take, like, SR damage on his Ments, and he did have a Lucario, so that could be sashed. So, yeah, that's a logical play. I'm going to Trick Room, so I'm now quick as all hell compared to this thing. If I really wanted to, I could sit there and Gyro Ball it. But he's going to switch out, and I believe I go Light. Yeah, Light Screen, just because I don't want to take too much damage from Surfs. Here comes the Ment. I'm not worried at all. And, I can go into Rhyperior and fucking Ice Beam if I want to. Which is what I plan to do. However, he Brick Breaks. I'm like, Brick Break on a Ment. Come on. It doesn't do that much, surprisingly, when you consider I don't have Solid Rock. But still, I can now just Ice Beam, take out the Ments, which is good to know. Because, me and Darkness count the Ice Beam against Gliss scores, not Ment's or D-Knights. And D-Knights and Ments have a lot more bulk. So, it's good to see that work. But he brings in this Lucario and IEQ. And then he asked me, like, how the hell are you outspeeding? I'm like, Trick Room's up. And he's like, oh, what does that do? I'm like, well, you see, when I'm pig slow and you're pig fast, I outspeed. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. Well done. Oh well, I think he said that he wasn't really. I think he was getting started with the metagame, so I'll give him a break on that one. I think he still wins anyway, so shows how good I am. Still, in comes this Starmie, and I am a bit low on HP, but I can still use him, so I'm just going to go into Terry, because I do have, like, Shadow Ball and stuff like that, and I figured Terry could take a hit quite nicely, since it's a specially defensive wall. However, I don't. Kind of annoyed there, but Terry does not take that at all well, but it is a Starmie. However, he's going to switch out and go into his T-Tar. Which isn't too bad. I can Pain Split here and get a decent chunk of health back. But, he has, the last time I faced a T-Tar, I think it was that Pursuiting one that screwed over my Starmie. And I don't exactly want to go back into Starmie, because he can Crunch and I'll die. And he actually does go for Crunch, which, if he was predicting the Bronzong to come in, that's a smart and pretty well done play. But I could have easily gone into Tangrowth and walled him for days. But he's going to switch out here, go back into his Pharaoh. I'm just going to go Trick Room again. I really should stop going for Trick Room all the time. But when you only have 2 Trick Roomers, you kind of have to, because you don't have the leeway to say, oh, I can predict around this coming in and I don't need the Trick Room. At the end of the day, you pretty much always do. But I'm going to go into my Rhyperior now, because I figure I've got one more hit, even after Leech Seed, which I do, and I can just EQ and kill whatever I feel like, because I don't think he has anything with an air balloon or a flyer, so whoopee for me. He brings in Starmie, which was an interesting thing to sack in my opinion, because it pretty much walled my Embor for days, whereas I would have thought Tyranitar would have been the best thing to sack in that instance, but well, I ain't gonna, the kid can do what he wants. So, down goes my Hyperia after doing a pretty sizable amount of work. But now I can just go into Embor. He goes into Pharaoh. I'm gonna Flare Blitz here. Or Hammer Arm. I could do both, really. He can't do anything to me. But he's going to switch out, go into Tyranitar. I believe I predict that. And go, yeah, I go Hammer Arm. Hit the Tyranitar. But it wasn't really a prediction. I mean, I could have gone either way. Flare Blitz and then Hammer Arm would have had exactly the same effect, except I take a bit more sand and a bit more recoil damage, so... Oh well. He brings in Gross, I can Flare Blitz that. That's Hunky Dory, and I believe his last is Pharaoh. And even with Trick Room up, it's irrelevant what he does to me, because he's going to need at least 40,000 crits, and I also do have my Tangrowth, so yeah. And then Trick Room runs out, so I am going to outspeed, and I believe I'm going to kill him. Which is kind of confusing, because there's still 1 minute and 20 seconds left on this video. Oh, I guess I didn't see Trick Room running out then. Oh. That explains that one. Well, either way, Pharaoh's his last poke, so I guess I am just going to sit here. Trust me to make a match longer than it needs to be. I guess I thought Trick Room was up and it needed running out. Still, that Leech Seed is funny because Liquid Ooze is turning out to be very helpful, and there is a match where I use Liquid Ooze very well. So yeah, you can see that soon after I've finished cocking about with this bloody Pharaoh. At no point. But there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this match. Hope you enjoy my matches to come. I've actually reformatted the team, so once I've gotten through the test matches, I'm going to post the team as it is now, just so if people want to see the sets, they can, and they can get whatever they want out of it. And then, yeah, I'll show you guys the new team, and we can see how you do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.